Well, I'm sure most people watched this morning as Donald Trump got on the helicopter on the White House lawn and then flew off into the sunrise. Actually, not even sunset. He's gone. Joe Biden's in. That whole thing is over. A new whole thing started. But Donald Trump flew away on that helicopter this morning as the least popular president in modern American history. And we have to phrase it that way because polling hasn't been around forever. Now, in the history of polling, he is the least popular president ever. It's just, we can't say least popular president of all time because obviously some people could have been less popular, in the early 1800s. Who knows? Polling didn't exist. So there's always going to be that little caveat of, least popular president in polling history. But I think it's pretty safe to say that he's probably the least popular president ever. Now, here's the thing. The reason he's least popular president ever is because he averaged in his polling data a 41% approval rating. And aside from a couple outliers here and there throughout his administration, actually never cracked 50% approval rating. In fact, in the aggregate polling, he never, ever, even with the outliers included, never hit 50% approval rating. This is a man who never once in his presidency was able to get at least half the country to say, yes, I approve of what's happening. Historically unpopular. Prior to that, you had two Democrats who shared the title of least popular in polling history. It was Harry Truman and Jimmy Carter with 45% average approval rating. However, they both had, at different points, achieved greater than 50% approval rating, which Donald Trump had not. So what does all this mean? Well, it means that if he wants to run for president again, or really anything again, he has to understand that he is, again, historically unpopular. His approval rating this morning, as he boarded that helicopter to very little fanfare, there was a little bit of a crowd there. Probably mostly just White House staff saying, yeah, okay, see ya, we're going to go clean, because the whole place reeks of McDonald's now. He's a 29% approval rating. Some polls, however, have it as high as 33%. So, he may have a third of the country that says, yes, I like the job. He did. The rest of us say, no, we don't like it. We're glad he's leaving. We don't want to see him again. We don't want to hear from him again. We want this national embarrassment to be over with. And that national embarrassment is. That doesn't mean all national embarrassments are gone. Absolutely not. We still have problems to deal with. It's just him being in office is a problem we don't have to deal with anymore. He can take his historically unpopular self, go barricade himself inside Mar-a-Lago and just do whatever the hell he wants. That's up to him now. We really, really don't care.